Good morning, guys. It's, let's see, Tuesday, February 25th. And I'm on my formal range test for the MSP. I'll be riding as I do normally on these tests between 18 and 21 miles per hour, kind of just in that range. It's a nice pace, what I usually do for most of my leisure rides where I'm just not racing about. So it gives me a sense of what kind of distance I can expect out of any wheel. And I do all my range tests this way. I do them all on the same route that I'm going to do today. So it's probably about as close as you can get to a comparative range test between all the different wheels. I'm hoping I can do about 60 miles today with 1800 watt hour wheel. The 1600 watt hour Kingsong wheels, like the 18XL and the 16X, they can do over 60. Of course, the Kingsong wheels, they allow the voltage to get lower. That's general consensus, is that's why they get so much better range than the Gotway wheels. So if this is 1800 watt hour and it's typical of a typical wheel, then I'm hoping to get about 60. Of course, the question is, will it get worse because it's got a bigger motor, right? The 4500 watt motor, which I've demonstrated, has a lot of power, a lot of torque. But how does it do for just cruising? I guess we'll find out today. Gorgeous day for riding. Late February. It's going to be mid 80s today in Southern California. That's why I'm dressed in a t-shirt.
What the fuck is that?
This got a wild reaction back there from some persons just saw me fly by and they'd never seen one of these, of course. So it's just, it might be too hot. I don't know. Hopefully I won't overheat today, but it's 9:30 for me in the morning. Hopefully I'll be wrapped up by 2 o'clock. I'm on the Rio Hondo River, heading north. Mountains in front of me, you can see pretty clear. Beautiful, again, just gorgeous day to be riding. I'm going to be meeting up with Dave. He's a local rider that I do a lot of riding with. And he doesn't live too far from here. So he's going to join me for probably 2/3 of the trip. He rides a 2100 watt hour Nikola, my favorite all-around wheel, the Nikola. Alright guys, I will be checking in periodically, giving you status reports. Like right now I'm going 20 miles an hour, 1920. So this will be kind of my pace. Of course, my average speed will be lower because of stoplights and stopping and visiting little side trails and stuff like that. But when I'm going on straightaways, this is my pace. All right, see you in a bit. This is the side trail I like to take along this river. It's always fun. You can race through here. The only thing you have to watch out for sometimes are squirrels that'll dart out. I've never hit an animal yet, but I've gotten close. Ah, that was fun. Riding wheels is just so fun. So fun. Nothing like in the world. This is another little park I like to do a loop around.
Ay, Diyos, ang flappy. Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
And here is Dave. Dave!
Hey, what's going on, Marty?
I caught up with you.
Great.
So,
Do this right.
so this was planned. Like I mentioned, I was going to meet up with Dave, and he's going to join me with probably two-thirds of the route. He's not doing. He's got a 2100 watt hour Nikola, so it's not like we can really compare our ranges. Yeah, I've been riding with you for how long now, do you think?
Probably a year and a half.
Year and a half?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, a year and a half.
And here, let's stop here for just a second. Take a break from my feet, my foot. My left foot I get numbness problems in my left foot.
I bought those Christian
Sometimes.
soles. They work pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah, so we've been riding for, I met Dave and he was riding a 18L.
Uh-huh.
And then, of course, I do a lot of long distance rides, and so he was always being left behind, running out of power. So
Yeah, so I had no choice. I had to get a 2100.
so now he's turning into a range animal. It seems like every other day he's going on 60, 70-mile rides.
Yeah, my last ride was 75 miles.
That's insane. The problem is, besides the distance, it's pretty much your whole day.
Yeah.
You know, but hopefully I'll get, I mean, he's got one of the largest wheels now, actually, 2100. So that's why I'm looking forward to getting my copy of the MSP 1800. I'll have more range. Of course, I have my Monster, but it's a monster. It's just so. I think you're overdressed today.
Yeah, I know. I'm burning up, to be honest with you. I'm really hot.
You didn't see the weather? It was 85 today. It's going to be 85.
Yeah. It is kind of hot today.
Yeah. It sucks to be in Southern California, doesn't it?
Oh, it really sucks big time. February.
Yeah. Just take a little brakes, check battery. Let's see, 74%. And about 18 miles in. Not too bad. Feels a little bit, I think when I was here with the 18XL, I was at maybe 80%. I don't know. Guess we'll see. This is at El Monte Airport, by the way. There's another plane coming in.
Yeah, you're right. It does feel like summertime.
Yeah.
It's hot.
Beautiful. Yeah, I saw the weather.
I'm not complaining. I'm just saying it's
well,
wow.
You're going to be complaining in about an hour. Yeah. Dave's dressed for like Southern California winter, and yeah. Well, it's 10 after 12. Been riding since 9. I've been riding since 9ish, something like that. 60% battery under no load, so it's doing pretty good. I'm gonna play it a little conservative though, so I think I'm gonna avoid the 8-mile round trip that way. Just head towards home, and I could burn off a lot of miles around
Sounds good.
where I live. Temperature is 41 degrees C. What? Do you know what yours is by
The
chance?
temperature? No.
Oh. It's been running cool. The MSP is a really cool running wheel though.
109 Fahrenheit.
Oh, 109 for. I have no idea.
You're American.
What does it say in Celsius? It just said
42.8.
42. Okay. So we're pretty close. All right. Onward and upward. Well, it's time to say goodbye to Dave.
All right, guys.
It was,
Good ride, Marty.
yeah, it was fun. Let's see, I'm at 34% battery under no load. About 43 miles. So, yeah, this doesn't look like it's going to be an exceptional wheel, that's for sure. It's probably just kind of a typical. I have a feeling I'm going to get 55-ish or
5.
maybe, yeah. Oh well. Keep looking for that magical wheel that has incredible range. All right. Well, see you guys in a little bit. Okay. I'm returning home, but I have about 22% battery right now. I'm going 15. Well, I'm going 15 miles an hour, but still traveling 18, 19 for quite a long ways. Anyway, I'm going to stop. I'm starving. Get some food, and then I'll come out and burn the rest of this battery down and see where we're at. But right now I'm at about 49 miles. 49 miles, 22% battery, thereabouts. So maybe I will get 60 miles out of this. Time will tell. See you guys in a little bit. Okay, I'm all refreshed. Nothing like getting a good meal in your body. I feel like I could tackle another 40 miles if I needed to. So again, I'm like right now 24. I'm at, yeah, it just depends on load. 18, 19%, 16 miles an hour. So, not sure how much more we'll get out of this guy, but we'll see. It still feels very comfortable though. In terms of, you know, I don't know if I have to go too slow. I'm 18 miles an hour right now. 18, 19. That's a good speed when you're down below 20% battery. All right, I'll talk to you next when I'm getting speed limited. The 3 beeps, which kicks in at 15% battery with Gotway wheels. Okay, I still haven't heard the low power beep yet. I'm kind of expecting it any moment. I looked at the rear light, you know, the battery status light, and there's only one on right now, which, by the way, that thing is really hard to read compared to the older wheels, which had they didn't have that blue, they had I forget, yellow, green, something like that. Those are real easy to see. This blue one's really hard for me to see. Anyway, EUC World app is telling me I'm at 13% under load right now. I'm going 18 miles an hour. 19, I've been going up to 20. So I'm not sure what to believe right now. but it's pretty good. I'm at about 53 miles. Basically, as soon as I hear the beep, I'm going to turn around and start heading home. Assuming I'll be able to make it. Assuming I hear a beep. Now I'm down to 11%. Again, this could be a problem with UC World app in terms of how it's providing me the battery level. All right, I'll get back to you in a moment. Okay, I'm not sure what's going on here. The battery's got to be low though, because it got one light on, but EUC World is telling me I'm at 8-9%. Yet I've had I still haven't heard a beep out of this. So I'm heading back just in case. I know the beeper works because I hear it whenever I turn on the wheel or my phone connects to it. But I don't know, something different in the firmware. Let me see a little. I don't want to be, even though I've gone to 20 with nothing. Just in case there's some issue, I don't want to push it too fast. So I'm going to ride assuming that I really am pretty low. So I'm at 14, 15. I think I'll keep it at that. And I decided to ride at the bottom of the river here, just for variety. I'll feel really good when I hear a beep out of this wheel. I'm at 4% right now. Now the Gotway wheels won't just drop you, whenever it runs out of battery, because unless there's some flaky with the firmware, they'll start. You'll start getting tilt back to slow you down when the battery is like really low. We're talking, close to zero, and then and it'll tilt back. It'll tilt back so much that you have to get off the wheel. You just can't ride it. So you don't have to worry about just riding and all of a sudden it just like stops functioning. I know most of you guys know this, but some of you guys who maybe don't even have a wheel yet, these are questions that come into your mind, I'm sure. And these wheels are pretty good at protecting you if you listen to them. All the early mistakes were made a long time ago. Design mistakes. They're pretty good. There was a time where you could hit the power button when you're riding it and the wheel would turn off. So, just like the airline industry, there's been a lot of plane crashes which are responsible for us being at the safe place we're at now. Yeah, 3% battery. Nothing. All right. I'll talk to you in a little while. Hopefully the battery will be beeping when I talk to you next. Okay, I'm finally getting the beeps, and basically 0% battery, and the wheel, and it's not dropping below 0%. So I'm going to attribute this to a problem with the EUC World app. Something about it and the MCP are off in terms of the battery. So I'm going to consider 0% on that app as being 15% with Gotway. And I'm at about 58 miles. So that's cool. That means this is a good 58-mile wheel, which is it's going to be more than 58 miles, but 58 miles of fun riding up to 20 miles per hour. That's great. I can live with that for a powerful wheel like this. Fantastic. So we'll see what we can squeeze out of this wheel now. I'm going about 12, 13 miles an hour. That's what triggers it. Right, I'll see you in a bit as we get further down in the slower speed range. I can go about 13 right now. I'll probably talk to you when I'm down to 5 miles per hour. Okay, I'm getting tilt back. Hopefully you can see that. Going about 7 miles an hour. And let me give you my GPS distance. .7 miles. So by the time I get home, we're just going to call this 61 miles. See, it's getting unrideable now. I turn it off, I turn it back on. Now the pedals are level again. And I can keep doing this for a while. Hopefully half a mile's worth so I can get home. So I wanted to mention that I did weigh myself today. So I weigh myself every day, when I get up, go to the bathroom, I always weigh myself. I've done that for the last 10 years. I have 10 years worth of daily readings. It's just a way for me to keep on track, keep on top of my body weight. I gotta stop again. And I was 159 today. But with my helmet, my water bottle, this camera, everything on, I was about 176 and a half pounds. Because when you do a range test, you gotta know how heavy the guy is. if I was weighed 130, then you'd have to know that, right? So I'm probably a lightweight for the typical American, but I don't know. I think I'm kind of right in the ideal body weight for someone of like 5'11", my height. And also a range test, you have to know what are the conditions that they ride in. A lot of people do range tests, but they don't ride to the like this. Range test, you got to ride to the battery's empty. Otherwise, you're leaving data on the table, so to speak. And ideally, when you do range tests, you do the same range. You just do the same ride every time. Yeah, this is getting pretty bad. Three miles per hour. I'm just trying to see if I can ride it home. So I do strive, when I do my range test, I do strive to provide as objective data as I can. It's not perfect. I can't repeat the temperature or the wind conditions or the perfect speeds, but I think I get pretty close. And my body weight, it fluctuated plus or minus 5 pounds. I don't vary too much. I think maybe at my heaviest during the last year, I might have been 185 geared up. I'm so close. I think I just have to go super slow, as slow as 3 miles an hour. It's hard to go slower than that. I just don't want to walk it on principle. So it's tilting back again. I'm within about 3 blocks of my house. So one last test demonstration I'm going to show you guys is the headlight. I want to show you what it looks like during the day. Yeah, I can't ride this anymore. I guess I'm walking it. Yeah, I'm going to show you what the lights look like from a car's perspective, from a distance during the daylight. I want to show you this. I want to show you typical Gotway wheel other than the MSP, and then show you like the Z10 and the 16X probably. A few different wheels and show you what they look like from a distance during the day, just to show you how incredible these lights are on this thing. I mean, they're almost blinding during the day. It's amazing. And then I'll do the same thing at night. Just a quick little video, show you the different comparison to show you how bright these lights are. And I'm going to give a wrap-up video in a couple days. Just my summary observations of this wheel, mostly positive. And then I'm sending it off to Chooch tomorrow. He's in Colorado. There's a chance he might get it Friday. Otherwise, Chooch, if you're seeing this, I'm not sure when I'm going to get this video up actually, but you'll have it Friday or Monday probably. And then you guys can look forward to seeing what he does with it. Okay, guys. That's going to be a wrap. Just formally want to... I got 61.2 miles. But again, 58 miles was usable, very usable. All right, hope you found this useful, and I will see you later. See you guys.